St. Joseph students are in need of transportation as the St. Joseph School District is looking for new people to fill the role of bus driver.
Leavenworth citizens honored their troops with one of the city's longest-standing traditions of the 106th Annual Veterans Day Parade. Missouri Western State University welcomed 4 judges from Missouri's Court of Appeals to hold hearings of 4 cases and answer the questions of Mo West law students.
The launch pad is committing to a soft launch in early December, but are also planning to be fully operational by early January in 2026. Reporting in St. Joseph, Zachary Scott, KQ2 News.
Marathoners and running enthusiasts alike are preparing for the St. Joseph Marathon, but one particular participant is wanting to move forward for himself and the people who have been supporting him.
I got to be the first one to do the 5K, and I might become the first person to do the 10K from a wheelchair. And
Isaac Unruh is the first wheelchair-bound participant in the St. Joseph Marathon when he participated in the 5K in 2024. This year, he plans to push past his limits and complete the 10K.
I will be doing the 10K this year. Last year, I was the first wheelchair user to at least complete the 5K. I'm not going to try to go out there and do a half marathon or a marathon quite yet in my life, but I feel like I can push the 6 miles, 6.2 miles, as opposed to the 5K. So I'm going to try to double my efforts this year.
In 2013, Unruh suffered an injury to his spinal cord that put him in a wheelchair, but Unruh didn't let that setback change his outlook on life.
One of my big things is I embrace solutions rather than make excuses. One of the things that paralysis gives you, it gives you every excuse you could use in the book for if you didn't want to go do something. And it was that time that I was presented with paralysis where I was like, okay, you could sit here and do nothing, or you could become more than what society says or what society thinks you should be.
Unruh, the co-founder of River Bluff Brewery, member of the Measly Mile Mafia, a family man, and the man who keeps pushing past his limits no matter the circumstance.
Even whenever it comes to River Bluff, you know, the team that we have here, or the whole family of Measly Mile Mafia, even throw in the real estate brokerage that I'm part of, I've always been blessed to be surrounded by people that not only put time into you, but will invest in you as well.
Isaac said that he hopes that everyone who has time on September 27th to be lining the fences at the St. Joseph Marathon finish line, to be giving that one last push for the finish line. Reporting in St. Joseph, Zachary Scott, KQ2 News.
Childcare is not only important to kids, but it can be even more important to the parents. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Grace Rice. KQ2 Zachary Scott shows how an organization wants to help St. Joseph families.
Childcare will always be an issue for any parent, but organizations like Kids Win Missouri are trying to help parents solve that issue. Kids Win Missouri aims to help expand childcare options for parents in St. Joseph.
We understand that our children and our community and families are facing a crisis right now with childcare. So there's a lot more children than there are spots for childcare. And then even when families are getting in childcare, they're not affordable.
Community Relations Director with the Community Action Partnership of Greater St. Joseph, Carla Marmid, wants parents to know that they will have the chance for affordable childcare along with a chance to be heard.
Families are paying 20% and up of their gross, their annual income. So we are working with Kids Win to help expand childcare options in St. Joe and to be able to give parents a voice and leadership.
KWM wants parents to be able to let their child learn while parents talk about what they need for family support.
We were part of the planning leading up to that. And we continue to be a part of Kids Win Missouri's Parent Fellow, where we build leadership in parents for them to be able to advocate for their family's needs and their childcare needs and early childhood education. What we can do in the future moving forward to really be able to make a community that has childcare options that are best for the families and children in it.
Kids Win Missouri wants to give every child the chance so that the parents can work towards their future. Reporting in St. Joseph, Zachary Scott, KQ2 News.